Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new video on twin flames. My name is Yvonne and welcome to today's video. So today the topic is all these different kind of names out there that we can attribute to a twin flame. And so I wanted to clear that up a little bit, talk about definitions of it all and make it really simple, because the jungle that it seems to be, it's actually not, according to my experience, according to my knowledge, according to what I'm all about. So of course this is a personal view of things. I'm not specialized in all different types of soul relationships out there. I'm not fully seeing through the spiritual realms and how the universe is built and what God's truth is, but I'm giving my best to tell you the part where I'm just mostly by experience, just really certain about. And so I made that my goal, to pass this sort of information on to you. Of course, it's on you to take it on or not, try it on, watch all different channels and videos out there and come to your own understanding. That's always best. That's always what I recommend. So yeah, let's dive into it. So mostly, in German, it's a little bit more complex even, because there's a lot of names floating around on the internet when it comes to twin flames. In English, I feel it's a little bit simpler almost, because there is, as we know, there's twin flame. As you can see in my logo and in my business name, twin flames, like the name says it, there's two flames burning in two bodies basically, right? Then there's twin souls, another term I see sometimes. Then there's karmic. In English, a lot of people talk about karmics. What is that, right? And then there's the term of soulmate. And so it can look confusing which one is which. Yes, how do what do we use to describe what we're actually going through here? So to make things simple, I would say that a twin flame, to me, because of course I have to define my own vocabulary, what I'm talking about, to express myself. So when I talk about twin flames, I talk about your one true love. I talk about the fact, or let's say the concept, that I'm certain about. I mean, you can never know for certain, but as far as I know, I'm just convinced, let's put it that way, that there is that one true love for you, that there is that one true person for you, the person that is meant to be with you because they are you. They're not a separate being. They look like a separate being because they have another set of hands, another set of legs, another set of eyes. They don't have yours, but at the same time, the content of the body is you. It's like the soul split into two people, right? So that is the person that is meant to be with you. And there's not a million other people like that are meant to be you, or that are you and are therefore supposed to be with you. There's just one. To me, right? You can go, oh my gosh, Yvonne, across life, I've met so many people that I was convinced of that they were the one, and then I came around and I realized, oh no, they're not. They were just a partner in life, and then I moved on, and then I met someone else. Okay, it's okay. So you believe that. I believe there is that one person. And if you're gonna name that one person, that one true love, by the way, that is always romantic in nature, it's always emotional. It's not emotional, but it's like an emotional bond you have with them, the one of true romantic love. So there's a sexual component to it, there's an emotional component to it, and what else? What makes a relationship? There's a spiritual component to it. So that person only exists once. And if you now go and describe that, name that person twin flame, or you name it, whatever, like Christmas tree, or you name it an apple tree, or you name it a drawer, whatever, right? It's a name you give something, but the concept, the idea of it, is real and exists. So people in the spiritual world, I'm gonna say, have come to agree upon naming that person, that one true love, a twin flame. The people I talk with, right? So maybe there's someone else naming it differently. Maybe they're naming it twin soul. So to me, that's the same thing again, right? Maybe someone else decided to call it, I don't even know, your one true love. So that's what it is. Older generations, like if you talk to normal people out there who aren't like all the way into the spiritual stuff, like if you talk to colleagues or friends or your parents, that you might see that these people call a what we consider a twin flame nowadays, they call it a soulmate. Because so and so many years ago, no one talked about twin flames yet. Maybe in some, hidden texts or like by idea, the idea has been around since humanity exists, more or less. But, well, that's a little bit exaggerated. I see the anthropologues coming at me like, oh no, back then. But whatever, you know what I mean. Like Plato talked about it, right? He was an ancient Greek guy back in the days who like picked up the concept, who talked about it. So the concept of one true love, of your partner you want to mate with, you want to couple yourself up with, you see that all around you in the animals world, right? Without being a zoologist, but there's like birds finding their one true partner, never separating again. There's, I think, snails or stuff, and there's dogs. No, not dogs. Not dog is a bad idea to bring them up. Not dogs, but you know what I mean. There's like the idea of that one mate has been around forever, basically. So, as I said, like older generations, since the word twin flame is sort of new, older generations or not so spiritual people might refer to that one true love as a soulmate. However, in the spiritual world, we came to describe everything but a twin flame, a soulmate, right? If you are with someone who is clearly not your twin flame, or you see your friend going out or being married with that guy for 30 years who they have 5 kids, whatever, and it somehow works, but it's not like you can tell they're not twin flames because they like butt heads over things that twin flames don't butt heads over. Twin flames butt heads, it does, things come up, but they're different in nature than what soulmates butt heads over. So anyways, so if you see them and you're like, what did I want to say? Oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. What I was saying is that people not in the spiritual world call these one true love people like the one that you never forget, maybe soulmate, because they don't know about the term twin flame. However, we refer to everything but twin flames as soulmates, like basically saying they must have some sort of connection, that they coupled up, that they're in a relationship together. They must have some sort of, is soul contract going on, or some sort of karma to work off, or whatever. Like they know each other from previous lifetimes maybe, so now they coupled up again, they met again, they have this family now, and they're working through whatever is coming up for them, right, as individuals, not as a one being, one consciousness, twin flame kind of union thing. No. So that's the difference, that we use soulmate, what older generations use as twin flame. You know what I mean? I think you get it. And so, yeah, don't get tripped up over definitions and names, like that's why a lot of times in my videos, I just talk about the one true love. That makes it clear that it's one, that it's true, and that it's love, right? It's not like brotherly love of like, I love everyone. It's like true romantic love. So if you feel like a special bond to your niece or to your uncle or to your neighbor or to your boss, not to your boss, that could be your twin flame, but you know what I mean, like someone who's certainly not your twin flame, then that's a soul connection you have there, and or as a soulmate connection, let's say. There's something there, right? Maybe you spent lifetimes, like, I don't know, being in each other's lives or whatever. The same goes for karmics, right? A lot of time people, like if you read blogs and stuff like that, or like in forums, which I hardly ever do, but if I do, it's like all full of, oh, is he a karmic or is he not? And like a karmic is just a person you have sort of karma with. That's what those people mean by that. So it's not a twin flame. What they're expressing by karmic is like, oh, they must have, had lifetimes of like trouble trouble in house, right? So they are working that off. So that's why they're now sort of mating, because, or being together, or being in a relationship together, because they still have like unpaid bills within each other, like within the couple, in the relationship, right? So people in the twin flame world refer to this sort of relationship as their twin having a relationship with a karmic, meaning, oh, they're like taking care of their wounds, basically, like they're taking care of their unfinished soul business with that person, but without them being meant to be together forever, because they're not their one true partners. Okay, so I think we cleared that up. So I think, yes, that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to say a little bit more, but I mean, that's, I think, the essential. So with your one true love, which I refer to as twin flame, you have the same values, you have the same view on life, you have the same expectations. You are one. You are literally the same person in two bodies. You are the same. You are like, your DNA is basically the same, not biological, but soul DNA, right? It's basically the same. So you also share the same wounds. So if you want help clearing those wounds, healing those wounds, because those wounds get triggered immensely when you meet your twin flame. That's why it's a high achievement to even meet your twin flame, because it's like, okay, you wanted more homework, here it is. And if you want help with that, I'll kindly help you, I'll kindly assist you. And what else? I think that's about it. So healing is the purpose of the whole twin flame encounter, the whole twin flame relationship, the whole twin flame union is the healing of both individuals as one. So you can't go wrong by focusing on you, by concentrating on your own healing, and by just, yes, learning to love yourself. Learning to love yourself by doing the work, inner work of loving yourself, of recognizing who you are, what you're like, really accepting and embracing yourself at the core. That's not just some egotistic thing on Instagram. Oh, I have this many views, now I'm loved, now I feel good. And you're on your next post, you have like 0 views or likes or whatever. And then you're like, oh, now I feel bad because I don't get the recognition I thought I needed from the outside. So that's not what self-love is about, right? You can then tell, oh, my self-love isn't too big because I depend on outside recognition and applause constantly. So yes, I'll happily guide you and help you with that. Other than that, watch my other videos, like soak it up. Lots of people say once they found my videos, things change for them. So I'm happy, very happy to hear that. Wishing you all the best and see you in the next video. Much love. Thanks. Bye guys. Bye.